What is your profession?
I'm a potter, sir.
And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for clicking on the video. Today, we're going to talk about Styanax alongside his new Augment Intrepid stand. Now, Styanax is actually a pretty recent frame. He was the 50th frame, and I think we're on 54 now, so pretty surprised that he actually got a Augment mod so quickly, and that it was for his ultimate skill. Pretty surprising. The good news is the Augment is extremely good. In fact, I would say it's even mandatory to run it on any build you have going forward with Styanax. He can really compete with a lot of support frames now because of what it can do, and we're going to talk about it. But basically, the Augment now allows his 4 to give himself and allies Overguard, which is really good. So let's talk about the build. Styanax has, in my opinion, always been kind of a support frame disguised as a damage frame. He has his 1 and his 4 are the only real skills that deal damage. And if you notice, if you've ever watched any Styanax video ever, you'll notice, myself included, Nourish always gets subsumed over that because his 4th skill actually has forced slash procs. And if you know anything about the game, the meta for the last like 2 years has been viral slash. And if you're allowed to apply viral in such an easy way, you might as well take advantage of it because you're going to be in the air constantly with this build, and the enemies are going to be shooting you. And when you have as much range as me, you are going to be applying viral in a 62.5 meter radius basically at all times. Alright. Now if you'll notice too, my strength is only 183, but because I have multi-augmented, when I get those kills, I will be able to fully armor strip. It's only 91%. To me, it's not as bad as it looks because, like I said, multi-augmented will carry me through the rest of the way. I have blind rage and intensify. You need to have at least 200% strength in order to fully armor strip, but in my opinion, he needs a lot of range if you're going to be playing him in a support capacity because of his first 3 skills. Now, unfortunately, the Augment does not actually get affected by stat range. It's affected by affinity range, and generally, affinity range is right around 50 meters, so that's pretty good. And as far as like the aura slot, you can put whatever you want. You could put corrosive projection, you could put enemy radar, you could put growing power. It's whatever you want. At one point, I used to have aerodynamic, but the thing about Overguard is it's not affected by your typical damage reduction anymore. So that's why you don't see adaptation in here, because Overguard doesn't get affected by that. That was a change, I think, recently. And you'll notice that I'm running kind of Boreal's Hatred for some reason. I'm doing this just because it kind of counteracts Blind Rage a little bit, putting me back at 60% efficiency. And Styanax has a huge amount of shields. In fact, his 3rd ability increases that amount. Now, the added bonus of damage reduction while in the air is nice, and it was nice at one point. But he's received some changes, so that no longer gets affected by Overguard, like I said. So you're going to honestly just want to focus mainly on strength, range, and duration, and that'll take care of you. Now, as far as the arcanes, again, this is duration and strength. So that's the build. So how does it look like gameplay-wise? So in order to show you kind of like how the full build works, I will have to unpause them so I can actually apply viral. But you're going to want to pop your 3, have rally point, and just kind of go in. The viral is helping out immensely with those slash procs, and if you notice in the top right, every time I deal damage, I'm actually building Overguard, and my rally point is adding Overshield as well. Now, I kind of find it a little annoying that Styanax has kind of always been, you know, get a bunch of shields. Now he has Overguard, and you'll really never see that get, you know, taken advantage of because he has Overguard. So that extra 1,700 shields I have is meaningless now. So his third skill, while good for the energy regen, is kind of, you know, lost half of its purpose, I would say. So, you know, reapply Nourish, go in. I think they're hiding, but yeah, you get the point. So right there I have 1,100, or excuse me, 11,000 Overguard. As far as I know, it scales infinitely. There was a Nightmare Frame video where he had 12 million Overguard. As far as how long that would take you, I'm assuming that was like a 5-hour run. So, you know, could be fun to play like that, but when you have Overguard 2, you also don't get knocked over. You kind of lose the status problem where if you get poisoned or take heat, you know, that's ignored now because of Overguard. So this is a really, really good buff. And I can't believe they actually gave him this augment. Like I said, he's been out not too long. Most of the time they're going to take care of the older frames first, so I was pretty surprised, but happily surprised. But as you see, you know, they're going to shoot you, take some viral, and you're just going to kind of go in and CC them, run around. I wouldn't say it's exactly a fun playstyle. Styanax can get pretty boring. I think that's also in part why you don't see him very often, because just spamming your 4 constantly can be, you know, a tad annoying. But that's the build. You know, it'll take care of you just fine. The whole aesthetic of Styanax is that he's, you know, a Spartan, and he's all about leading the charge. And I mean, that's why I chose that 300 clip at the beginning of the video. I thought it was really funny. So you guys mentioned on a previous video that you want to see me bring back the meme intro, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for now. If you liked the video, hit subscribe. I've got tons of Warframe content I've uploaded in the past 2 weeks, so be sure to check out all the new Incarnon videos I put out. The weapons are kind of mid, but I think overall they're okay for the most part. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.